What's going on YouTube? Zap here, and what you're watching right now is myself getting ready to play a little bit of ranked KOTGnasher. I'm all by myself, no teammates, no friends, forever alone. But anyway, I want to go ahead before I get into the commentary is let you guys know that from here on out, I'm going to be using these post-game commentaries to discuss with you guys my feelings and my opinions on games that are going to be coming out in the near future. Um, whether it be a game that I personally am excited for, or if it's a game that I'm going to be getting because I know you guys want to see me play it, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, my opinions, my impressions, and my overall thoughts on the game before and even after the game has been released. So just keep an eye out for that. Now, leading into this video right now, being that it's a Gears of War video, I'm going to be talking about Gears of War Judgment. Now, a lot of news and a lot of information has been put out since my last Gears of War video, and there may have been some stuff that I forgot to mention or discuss with you guys in my last Gears of War Judgment video. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this video to get my thoughts out. Now, one of the big things that people were asking me about at the end of my last video was, hey, how do you feel about there being a constant reticle on screen while you're playing, while you're hip firing or when you're not aiming down the sights? And personally, I just got bodied. But personally, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I don't think that having a constant reticle on screen is going to affect the gameplay in any regards. Because let's face it, when you and another player are going into a heated match or into a heated 1v1 situation, I doubt you're even going to notice it. You guys are going to be too busy trying to wall bounce or strafe or just try and get that better positioning to even notice the reticle on screen, So I don't really see it as too big of an issue. But that guy got mobbed. Holy crap. But yeah, I don't really see it as a game-breaking thing. And Arctic discussed this in his video after he came back from PAX. That the reason why Epic decided to do that was so that people would no longer have an excuse to complain about their shots missing. You have the reticle on screen while you're hip firing and strafing, and now you can see if your shots are hitting the player. Plain and simple. It's consistency. That's all it is. So, as for that, I don't really think the constant reticle is gonna be a game breaker or a game changer in the long run. It's fine with me. I'm not saying that it's a positive thing, but it's not something that's gonna bug me too much personally. So now another thing that has been recently put out was the ink grenades no longer have stun. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. Now me as a Gears of War 2 player back in my heyday, ink grenades were used, and I really do sound like an old timer. Back in my day, we used those ink grenades. Yeah, that's me. Back in my day, in the Gears 2 era, back in 2008, 2009, 2010, where Gears of War was still like mad hype, we used the ink grenades to deny the enemy access to certain points. Like let's say we were playing King of the Hill or Annex. Your team is down. You don't want the enemy team to capture the hill. So you chuck that bad boy in the hill, or you plant it in the hill to keep them out of it for X amount of time. You know what I mean? We didn't use it to get that cheap stun that has a huge radius and get a cheap kill. And it's very frustrating to deal with in a 1v1 situation because the radius is just so humongous that you don't really feel like, as a person who gets a kill on someone in a 1v1 situation using an ink grenade, you don't really get that sense of satisfaction in Gears of War 3. But now that they're removing the ink grenade stun, I have no problem. Watch this sponging right here, though. And you tell me I get 121 damage points and not one down? Not even a down? But, alright, whatever. So, yeah, no ink grenade stuns. I'm cool with that. That's absolutely fine with me. Another thing, which is actually pretty big in my opinion, is the removal of active reload damage. The active reload damage boost, which has been around since the beginning of Gears is no longer going to play a factor in Gears of War Judgment. It's no longer there. And I'm also going to be leading into another topic or another subject after this, which kind of goes hand in hand with this. But the removal of active reload damage is freaking massive, dude. Now you no longer have to deal with shooting someone multiple times in the face or in the back. Let them run around a corner, pop a quick active, and one-shot down you, or give you, or get that crazy headshot from like 10 feet out because of the active damage. We no longer have to worry about that, and it does kind of even the playing field out a little bit, you know. If you want to win that gunfight, you got to do it the hard way, and I hate bots, but you got to win your fights the hard way now, you know, with better maneuvering, getting better positioning, and having better accuracy, I guess. So, yeah, no more active damage. Now, with active damage being removed, that makes me wonder how rifles are going to be playing an effect in the competitive game modes. You know, has rifle damage been decreased, or is it the same? If it's the same, and there's no active reload damage boost, I might be semi-okay with that. Semi-okay with that. And fire truck is driving past my house right now. Legit. But yeah, that could balance it out or kind of even things out just a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. Yo. Oh, and I'm air humping because these little kids were talking trash in the freaking lobby, you know. But whatever. But yeah, man. No active damage boost, and there's no more stopping power. There's no more stopping power. So that's gonna be crazy. The gameplay is probably gonna be picking up a lot more speed with Gears of War Judgment. Yo, how many domes am I rocking in this game? But yeah, that's fine with me. I want to see how this plays out. I'm super excited about that. You know. One of the big questions that a lot of people are having is, are the characters' hitboxes going to be equal now? You know, as far as the female characters, and people claiming that Arm Mines have smaller hitboxes, stuff like that. But we'll have to wait and see. But overall, my thoughts about Gears of War Judgment are, I'm still excited for it. I think it's actually going to be really fun. And that's really what my main focus is. I'm more focused on having fun with the game than trying to get it to that uber competitive level, because I don't really have any plans to go, you know, to practice and do tournaments and stuff like that with Gears of War Judgment, or any Gears of War game for that matter. So yeah, man, my main focus is if it's balanced and if it's fun, I'm cool with it. That's it. Those are my thoughts on Gears of War Judgment thus far. If you guys have any other questions that you would like to ask me about Gears of War Judgment for any further videos, please feel free to leave those comments and questions in the section below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, a like, and all that good jazz. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out. Peace.